Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. A lot of topics to discover today. I'm ready for like maybe 2.5, 3 hours talk up here because there's a lot to discuss, and probably because of all these energies that are coming in right now with Mercury and Venus coming in together. We have a lot of things to discover and a lot of things to discuss from within us. Beautiful, beautiful energies, beautiful, but also there is energies that comes in right now and rising up from the shadow. Uh, Had two people with the same situations today coming into me about energies and so on. One is very early in the morning. The other person actually, it's local, managed to see it and did some personal healing on a spot and situations from within. Uh, is also good. Everything is good when it is good. So I want to share this with you, and things are good. All right. Uh, the beauty is when you see that a person does the work from within them. They take the advice, they learn the wisdom from within, they apply it within them, and then the change is coming. So it's beautiful, beautiful for the intensity of the energies right now. It's pretty big, but we are going to be discussing three things today. First of all, we're going to be talking about the developing the chakras from within you. I'm going to share some of the things from within you in there. Another thing that we are going to be discussing is the sharing your light without your ego in there. And the third thing that we're going to be talking about is when the TF recognize the connection for. So now it's time to recognize the people who came into the chat. And Mr. Big Dog, thank you. Thank you for the early coming in, the early bird. Appreciate having you here. Diamond B, thank you. John, thank you for being here. Margot, Paulina, thank you for being here. Milton, Milton, thank you. Actually, through the post of this picture that I have at the British Museum, didn't realize that energy. And you pointed out, I'm like, I was wondering what was my connections with Egypt. So now you showed that up to me. I'm like, whoa, I didn't see it. Trust me, I didn't. So I had to go ahead and digging it up for it. I want to say thank you publicly right here. Thank you for it. Lorianne, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Erica, thank you for coming in. I know there's going to be some more people coming in. Yeah, I was blind for it. And since you and I, Milton, we know each other for quite a few years now. And for it, and usually when somebody else sees this kind of like energies, I'm like, what did they see? Because you can't. You need to understand within the energies. Yes, it's been about 6 years, right? Yeah. Some of you, I have a very good relationships because of the energies. Hi, Diana. Thank you for coming in. And sometimes you need to understand that it doesn't matter who you are, but when the people sees the energies about you, you need to look more deeper. And it's not like look at me who I am or so on and so on. It is about you to go ahead and find the truth for yourself from within. I had to go ahead and research it. Who was actually in this and so on. So, Milton, I want to say thank you for pointing out this to me, and I appreciate it. Now, some things came in pieces within my puzzle that I was missing for a very long time. Now, the things are a little different. Or so, yeah, I'm gonna do something for you. I like to give the energies back. I'm always about to have this balance in me. People let me know when we can talk on Facebook about it, and I'll be more talking to you to see what did you saw and so on and so on. But it's kind of like a weird thing, yeah. Uh, all right, we are going to be talking about activations of your chakras when you awaken. You came in with your chakra system, the first basic chakras. For it, you already know them. The root chakra, that is in a base that is determined actually by your uh, physicality, sexuality in there, who you are and what you are. This chakra is very important. You need to understand that chakra is very important because all the emotional pain you taking as a physicality, maybe you don't look good, you don't perform good as a male or female, if you don't act well, and you get all these bad comments, all these bad situations, it goes there. And when there is a blockage there, there is a lack of intimacy, there is a lack of growth. If you never felt intimacy, also can lead you to a lot of energy blockages from within. The energy is exchanged with the root chakra. It is about exchanges within Mother Nature and Mother Nature to exchange energies from within you. In the spirituality realm, that is the spiritual intimacy within. And when there is a blockages in the first chakra, you can have as much as you can a physical level, but it's not going to be ever enough for you because it is blockage. It is a mental blockage that is hurt in there. The second chakra, that is about how you assimilated things in life and how you learn to let it go of things in life. Okay, that is also important chakra because that's how the energy that comes in from the earth, how you accepting it, and goes in within your body. It goes rise up. But it's the same thing, the things within life, how you let them go to go out from your system. The third chakra, that is there about the shining the light in here in the earth level. What is your acceptance from in the light? And how you accepting how the others they give you the light, they give you the darkness. If you have some issues, if you have a some kind of like a food inconsistency in there, you have something, take a look why you have it because you cannot accept something from within your life. Fourth chakra, the very important, the most important thing, that is your love. That is the union between the physical and the material world. Okay, that is the love that you shine from within your heart. If you have issues there in the heart chakra, it is about damage that needs to be healed within love. Love that you express, that you never express because of blockages, or people who harmed you, or people who never expressed their love for you. Fifth chakra, that is usually the chakra of you expressing, talking from within. That is a connecting not only the way you express yourself, but also what do you do with your hands. But let me tell you something that this chakra right here, it's very important because through the meridians for it in the spirituality, this chakra, it takes the energy from the seventh chakra to the third eye. It comes in right here. From right here, there is a new chakras that are developing within your arms. There is a chakras behind the back inside of you. They are open from it. There is a chakras that come in here in your elbows, right in here, and right here in the centers. You're going to feel these chakras awakening from within you when you actually begin to work within the energies. If you feel stiffness, if you feel issues, the energies there doesn't work properly from within, and you have this developing within the chakras from within you as a twin flame. Um, okay, big dog, I get it. We're gonna go to it. This is the basic introduction to the energies of the chakras. And last thing, it's the third chakra there. It's right here. That is your internal visions. That's how you see. That's how the mirroring process is going on from within you. And the last one is the seventh chakra. Depends on how much it's open. The more opening you have within the universe, the more situations you have from within, and so on. This chakra work. Now, when these chakras begin to work with your twin flame, when they begin to work with your twin flame, you're going to have the full cooperations within the chakras during the ignitions. This is going to be the chakras in the total, I mean, union and energy, when energy is between you two, specifically during the ignitions. That's going to wake up the Kundalini. What the Kundalini is, those are the two energies who rise up and it goes around the chakras and they give you the wisdom that you gain from within you. These chakras, uh, Diana, we have a lot of extra chakras for it. We're not, uh, gonna discuss this a little bit more. And the womb chakra is most about it. And the womb chakra that is activated specifically within the pregnancy, and the mother through that womb chakra provides the energy into the baby. Very important how the woman feels during pregnancy uh, about it, and to that chakra, the energies begins to develop. That is the development chakra from within the mother, and that's why it's very important. How do you feel? How react? And what do you think when you are pregnant as a female? Also, that chakra provides this energy, that these energy connections between mother and a child that always exist. That is a incredible energy connections, mother kid. Okay, I know what you're talking about this, but can't go the chakras. This is a so much larger topic, but we're talking about the energies exchanges with. What is that does though? Do that Kundalini that leads to a one thing, leads in the path to a spiritual intimacy when it's activated. Because guess what? When this is activated, what do you think about your twin flame? How to get them in bed and have physical contact? No. If you're thinking that, there is something within the energies is wrong. What you need is that union within the soul. You begin to understand the soul part because the both two kundalinis within the persons, within the both individuals, they are awakening and they are bringing the wisdom from within. That is the wisdom that comes in, and the third energy, that is the divine, it's light up in there. That's when the Kundalini is awakening. During this bubble period, specifically those energies, they are highly incredible. They are, you can see the energies, you can sense energies between, you can have a beautiful energies exchanges, you can have incredible spiritual intimacy between you two. There is going to be a moment that this energy is going to be pushing you like what we called a incubator. What the incubator is, those chakras, they get fired up so much that the both individuals cannot handle the energy. No, actually, there's energies to show you how high you can go. You can take test your capabilities, energies exchanges, your situations from within. You might feel it. That is the constant need of connections. That is the constant need of talking. That is a constant need of hours and hours and hours that you guys talking. And at the end, after 8, 10 hours of talk constantly, still not enough because you are testing the limitations within this energy from within. For most of the people, after doing all this, they don't recognize the situations, and because of this intensified energies and vibrations, they're very high. They're coming to a very high. The one or the other person begins to feel kind of like a coming down. They cannot handle it anymore. So the limit is reached for, and they going down. And either you or them, they feeling that, oh my God, our connections is going down. No, it's not the connection. Actually, you reached out your limitations from within your evolutions from within. And this is the time when actually the couples begin to realize what is the problem and the situations within the chakras, within the energies are. that brings actually the points out, the issues that needs to be worked out, so it can be even and go higher in the next stage, the next levels. Those are the you reach out the limitations within the subconscious first, then it goes into the conscious, then it goes into the body, then it goes to the personality, to the real problem. The real problem is the personality, and that's what comes in the bottom of this chakras activations within the twin flames. Okay, and then you understand that what's going on, because the spirituality and the personality from within, they begin to be affecting the connections between you two. Shows up the codependency, shows up your needs, shows up your attention, shows up unhealed wounds, and so on and so on and so on. And that's why sometimes these connections, it's very particular, very powerful from within. For it, don't mess it up with this. For because it could be a lot of situations, because without understanding of what is going on. Any of you have questions now for this topic? Will be nice. Uh, Nina, hi. Thank you for coming in. John, I just done just one Kundalini yoga. Next day, my twin flame was blowing my phone up. Yes. Usually, when the energy is rising within the one, it's rising within the other. And you will see the energy is changing a lot. If it's a real connections, that connection is going to show up its fruits, John. Very beautiful, very beautiful. But don't just do it because of them. That will show up codependency. Do it for you. You rise up. You work on your things. You did this energy from within, and don't worry about it. Let that energy work itself out from within itself. Well, very good. I like that you're sharing these things with us. Those are important things. Um, Chakra active and lines are the first meaning. Yes, actually, the chakra begins to activate it in the dream, in the vision, before you met your twin, when you had that dreams about him, when you know the energy about him, and you are warned that this is going to be happening. And during the dream, actually, those energies, they were so active that you probably wake up from this dream or this vision and so on. Then the next time you see him, you really that happens. But melt him, yes, I totally agree with you. Yes, you feel everything at that moment, everything, absolutely, totally. Paulina, can the chakras get blocked back as after ignition stage? Yes. If you were emotionally damaged or physically damaged or psychology damaged, something that involve of damage within the personality, within the inner world, yes, those chakras can be blocked as well. That's coming into fixing it from within. Paulina, yes, there has been a damage, and some of the twin flames they come for chakra or for energy placement, replacement, and reactivations from within for fixing this situation. Most damage that is the heart chakra because it's connecting with love. Uh, the root chakra is huge problem most of the time because we all put it. Maybe she doesn't like my physicality. Maybe he doesn't like my physicality. Maybe that was only for this. Why I've been born, or if the people had a conflict between masculine and feminine energies within them, and why I'm acting like a man. I should have been born as a man. Why am I born as a woman? I hate myself as a woman. That is a self-taught wound that can block the chakras as well. So there is a lot of healing that needs to be done within these positions for it. Very important what you're telling yourself. But yes, the chakras can be blocked after separations, after the ignition state. Yes, they specifically during separations. They feel everything on that moment, exactly, Milton. And they're gonna feel these chakras, and that's what some of the connections within the twin flames. When they missing the energies within them, they have a problem within the chakras. They may develop problem with heart. They may have a problem with physicality, physical situations, and so on, and leads to a lot of issues in there. And self healing, self love is one of the main things for it. You open up what is the emotional issues, and the emotional issue or the psychology issue or the personal issue can lead you into recognize what the issue is for this. So anybody else? Chakras for it. Yes, we get into these energies, and actually, that's what I work today on the chakras issues. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot, and you sensing. So if you have so many damage within this, look within your energy system. You have to learn how to your personality actually align the energies within you and align the proper gravitational field from within you. It's all correlated. So if you have this balance within your personality, within your chakras, then you're looking for spirituality, for your spirit from within. The spirit sends you the proper program from within, changes your personality, that changes your activity, your actions, and you go ahead and you put the energy right in the where they need to be. So, question: do regular humans have chakra system? Non-twin flames. Within the twin flames, the energy is different. Within the twin flames, there is during the ignitions, it's a lot of more things are going on, John. During the ignition state, the mirroring neurons, they are firing a brand new things they are developed from within us, within the twin flames. We firing the subconscious within ourselves that becomes conscious now with all these processes and all these energies from within. We begin to operate the chakras. They are responsible for energies exchange, for mirroring effects. We open up the chakras within the brain about the telepathy, which is the crown chakra is more active at this time. We all have the same basic chakras. Okay. The question is within us, there is only one difference that they evolve in an energies level, but we also open up additional chakras activations from within us. Specifically, we talked about yesterday. There is a little chakra right in here, right above the heart. It lights up in pink, and then the love lights up everything. You become love, spiritual love. You talk love. Your heart is love. You love what you eat, and you love what the life is. You love how the things you getting and you letting it go, and you of course you like your physical situations. When all this comes in together and aligns up, everything is love, just beautiful love. That's what this is. So the only thing is difference that our system begins to be more intense. We are more feeling through the energies. We are all do it, but we all have the same system. We're not different. For there is no different chakra systems as well. So there is a difference within the energies during the blood type. And to understand that if you have a positive RH factor, that affects it a little bit the energy fields from within compared to if you're RH negative. But that it's related to a different understanding of proteins that they are linked with energies. They are more linked into the material world for because it's on the base of the DNA. But that is a whole another topic out there for it. Separation will heal chakras at the end, and you reach same feeling for stage. Exactly when you heal, that's what the damage is between the twin flames. That's what it's about to understand. Don't damage twin flames. You're a twin flame, but show them the problem. But when you don't want to work the problem and you damage your twin flame because of the problem, then the issues becomes more worse because of lack of understanding, lack of proper awakening, and lack of proper communications. But separation heals. Yes, separation heals. Exactly. All right. Um, so we're done with the chakra talking and so on. Sharing your light without your ego. Uh, that is a very deep process. I want to talk about this right now. Um, Hi, Quantum. Thank you for coming in. We still operating from one way or another with our ego. We give it energy, so for a certain purpose, we give it things for a certain situations, we give it and so on, just so we can follow the agendas because that's how we've been operated for years and years with our minds. You need to understand what you're going to put in your mind. That's what's going to come out. But when you become awakened, you're learning things. And let's stop here for the second to understand the proper process with all this. Why you learn? Why do you want to learn? Your learning, your desire to learning specifically, it comes for one point, you to find the truth. So you're learning. You're learning in the form of knowledge. And once you get the knowledge, most of the people, what do? They begin to perform. It is whole another ball game. That it's not about performing. It is about to gain the wisdom. Because if you don't gain the wisdom, you'll gain only the knowledge. Knowledge without wisdom is nothing. It's only a pure manipulation. And that's when a lot of the people, when they have the knowledge, they begin to act and shows off and so on and so on. It is the effect that I've seen in some of the people with energy work or some of the people while they're talking on the videos. When I see that energy, you guys know, talking directly right now to the people who crossed the lines 8 months ago, you guys know what I'm talking about because you gain the wisdom to dig it into the inner peace. And you understand when other people talks about on a base of knowledge, but not a base of wisdom because the energy of the truth is not there. So the wisdom, it is all about you to gain the truth, how the thing do the things with the truth from within you. You put the truth out there to the people. The truth the way it is. Because this is how you know the energy actually working properly so you can gain your inner peace from within. So if you gain only a knowledge without applying it, that's not wisdom. The wisdom is to understand how the things work and operate and you improve yourself. That's what the reason you learn. And after you gaining the wisdom, you are getting to the level of state of the truth. Okay? Now of the truth, it comes in the inner peace. So when you're sharing your light with your twin flame, you have to share everything within them without any parts of knowledge. You're sharing the things with them for the wisdom from within. And you will know if your twin flame comes into you and they're talking to you and they are giving you the things on the base of knowledge without backing up with the wisdom and the truth and the actions involved in this. And you, when you're sharing your light with your twin flame, if you awaken to that level, that energies, and so on, you will know how to give it to it. So that is how one is about sharing the light because you're sharing the light because of the love, not because of anything else. For Big dog, what is the purpose of the chakra system in a reference to twin flames? Maybe gateway to open to way to the 5D. Uh, 1 second on this. My TF is limping Jiu-Jitsu ring. He's 1/4 wrist damage. How can you heal wrist chakra in the wrist? It all depends if you physical damage. Physical damage is hard. The question was, what was the emotional damage during the physical? Because the physical damage is because of emotional damage, Eric. And if he has some problems with that chakra in there, what is what's done in there? What was the thought process for? Hi, Guy. Thank you for coming in. And the gate to open to the 5D. The 5D is opened during the ignition state. 5D all of a sudden is gonna come, and this is the illumination state, big dog. We're talking about. I shared it before. This for. Hey, Andrea, thank you for the super chat. Thank you guys for returning the energy back. Um, but that gate of 5D, it is about one thing: you to rise up and stay on permanent on 5D, you to ascend, you to grow. A lot of the people stay in a 3D. What are they doing? They don't understand what's going on. A lot of the manipulators, they stay in a 4D. They stay in this duality. They have dual visions and dual situations. Few begin to work within the 5, 6, and 7D. 6D is very murky. I wouldn't stay there. You are there just to pass the test for 7D. Usually 6D it's only for one purpose. That is if you haven't done the things right after your physical body dies, you go to the 6D. They check out if you are still uninvolved. Otherwise, you're crossing over to a 7D. That's hell in the paradise. You go back to the hell. What I mean here, constantly in this fire of life, survival, learning, and so on and so on for it. So the gate actually to 5D begins to open on a personal level. That is it, when you begin to use the gravitations within your field, using your energy that you're controlling from within is one purpose: the love, the union, the divine purposes from within yourself. And if there is no divine purpose, you won't understand this energies from within. So that's how that works. That's how this situation is about this. But when you share your light with your twin flame, you will see the light from within. The question is what is behind the light, or what light was. Because if the person has a shadow, face mask, and so on, it's an energy, you can feel this down the road. But if you see the light, the beautiful light in there, when the energies is blocked within the chakras, you can see within the chakras in there. You can see what actually the person wants with that chakra in there. So it all depends of what it needs to be done, what it needs to be the workout. But how it goes, and you can send the light in there where it needs the most for. I don't know about you, but in the 5D, the karmic energy have cleared down somewhat. But in 3D, chaos, lies, manipulation is full swing. What you're experiencing lately, dear? Personally, what I'm experiencing, lady, and with the people I work with, you need to understand I work with a lot of variety of people for it. All they are in a different levels, but mostly lately I've been working with a going back into the lower energies. They're connecting to damage between kids, mothers, fathers, healing the base, the roots. In there, there's a lot of chaos right now because of this. I'm experiencing this. Also, people coming in because they were damaged because of a mother father issues. very huge situations because they don't know how to operate in this world from within, talking about love and so on. They understand the soul love. Now the soul love is talking to them how to do. Personally, what I have been experiencing, there is a lot of lower realm energies, but also during this process, that what I'm experiencing, it's crumbling. That the people begin to be not afraid of talking about this, sharing, or trying to find solution for it. There is a group of people who seen this. They recognize this. They recognize the darkness. I'm paying attention so only also to a lot of the psychologists out there. What are they working currently within? And they begin to de- declassify it, which is mean that putting out there this only for psychologists information's out there free for everyone to see it. So that is what I see, and talks about this psychology issues, that it's a personality problems, leads to resolving this. And by learning from them, I learning what the energy is, and I can give you solutions. That is so far of what I've been working with this. You know, thank God, thanks the universe in there. We're doing a very good work, and it's not only me, but you guys are following these energies, and you guys are healed. And that is what, when I put my head on a pillow at night, helps a lot. Yes, lower chakra energies, distracting motivations and action. That's what I see too. Yes, because lack of physicality, lack of a physical contact, lack of a, what do you see when you see the lower chakra energies? What do you see in there? What do you see? Lack of love, lack of understanding. It's very different when you see, for example, your twin flame, your divine partner, whatever, their life chakra from within, and you see the light in there, that specific light that leads up from within. Okay, you're not seeing anything else. You see the light in there. That it's like Neo sees the lights within the matrix. If that happens to you, you see the beautiful in there. You will understand this beauty that the soul needs, that energy from within. But if their personality is damaged from within, then there is a blockage in there. And now these blockages are coming. They're coming. All this from all the energies, all the levels. If the person have a heart problem, that's lack of love of parents that they were existing, lack of love of talking about and walking the kid within maturity life leads to lack of maturity within them, and now they are maybe in their, some of them people, they are within the 40s, 30s, 50s even. They're not mature. They are immature as personality. They have a hard time, and they are awakening the soul, and now they don't know how to do it because the lack of growth within personality level leads to a lot of issues. Some of those people have kids. Actually, they made the kids like this, unaware, unawakened, and uneducated what they need to do with having a kids. And now there is a huge pandemic about this. There's a lot of work, guys. A lot of work going on worldwide. This is worldwide. I'm not talking about any personal situations. I'm not talking about things you guys ask me about it. I'm honest with you. If you guys need it, go make some research for it. Because before I do this work that I'm telling you, I did the research. You think I only sit here and talking to you just because I have nothing to do? No, I also work because that's my job to know to give it to you. And some of the things are sad. Let me tell you, sometimes I'm sad because of this. If I'm sitting in the front of you and you feel my sadness, that is because I work with these sad energies. And that is a coming in the wisdom. If you're going to be a future healer from it, you need to understand you're going to be working with dark stuff. You're going to be working with in there. But that is your job as a healer here. That's what you came. So, on a personal level, however, the universe allowed us to make correction courses to improve our future. Very happy to say. Yes, in a personal level, for it, yes, but I'm sharing with you, in a personal level, I don't have exchanges with my chakras with certain levels, specifically root chakra. So I have to help myself. There's nothing wrong to say you're helping yourself, but I see how this is affecting on a personal level, in a medical situation. I had to reach out to a friend of mine. She's a doctor, and I told her, listen, there's a lot of issues in there. I have a lot of built up in the liquid, and she's like, how often you do it? I haven't done it. And they're like, oh my God, you have to help yourself more often than you need to because she's going to come in more big problem in there. Okay. But this is how you do. This is how you do the researches. This is how you do the things from it, Tim. And now that's how it goes. Okay. Thank you, Andrea, for this. Yeah, there could be a karmic energies that can drag you in a 5D. You need to understand the 5D energies can drag you, the karmic, the unsolved issues. You're trying to have a full blown issues in it as a twin flame, and you haven't finished the energies agreements with your karmic partners, with all the other connections you have, or all the other people that you've been seeking and attentions, and you want to be in a 5D with the twin flame. Oh boy, that is a karmic energies now. You're talking about you bringing in the 5D. God bless your soul if you do this because you are going to be brought down very quick from the divine. It's like, hey, where do you think you're going? It's a part of growth. You can't start at something new and beautiful like this when you haven't done situations. And yes, honesty, I'm married legally to an incarnated psychopath. I'm not lying. Uh, that's pathology in the psychology. We'll put it that way, Andrea. You need to understand that it's either inherited, that means that there is something within the bloodline that this uh, pathological situations are in there, like pathological lying. We're talking about that. So most of the situations comes in because lack of truth. Wherever there is no truth is a lie. And that pathetic lying turns out to be creating more and more issues because you're trying to covering the lies and now you're afraid of these lies. And then of these lies, if it comes out, it creates a stress from within you. So you begin to be developing most of the rest of the personal disorders in there. So in order to be healed, now the truth has to be there. Now, if the person developed this during this lifetime, there is possibility to heal. But if that is an inherit for it, chances are slim to none. Let's be honest here, because you're born with it. Okay, I'm studying it, and I see through some of the energy. Some of the people ask me, "How can I heal this or how can I heal that?" It's bloodline. If you were made, for example, if you were caused to be blind because of your parent was too abusive, too controlling, too manipulative, and you were forced to lie in order not to have issues with them, you begin to develop this disorder within you, the personal situations from within you. Now you begin to lie your schoolmates, you begin to lie your lovers, you begin to lie your husband, your business partners, and so on and so on. And now you develop it from within you. That could be healed. But if you are born like this, and if your mother, father, or grandfathers, they were all like this, chances are not the slim. Because it's encoded in your DNA. In order to change this personality, this person has to do more than just an average work. That is a total rewriting within the DNA. Sometimes the dark night of the soul, I'm talking about the real dark night of the soul, has to comes in and to override, to shred all the old DNA and rebuild one pretty quick during need to dare to that experience. For that's how it works for it, and sharing you guys things with you because that's what this goes. But when you're sharing your light without the ego, you are doing it because of the divine energies from within you. You will be asked to be blindfolded. You will be asked to have nothing within you except love. Act from love, understanding from love. You may be working with people or being in relationships with a person that shows that love, unconditional love and light. Hopefully they don't take it for granted and they you show them the problems and they don't get the problems because for it. Andreas, one of my truth bombs. Let me tell you something, Andrea. Never ever be ashamed of sharing a truth. For crying out loud, to all of you, never be afraid out of that because you don't know how that truth is going to heal somebody. How you're going to be you showing up of courage to say the truth. It takes a lot of guts to show the truth out in the world. But you know what that does? It builds you as a spiritual warrior from within. And that's what most of the people are afraid of. They're afraid of to discover who they are. But when you're sharing your truth out there to the world, that's a whole another ball game. Ball game of the spirit from within you. You show up your spirit to the world. So don't ever apologize for this. Period. All of you. And I'm so glad that the people who are here coming in and posting like this for it. Quantum, I see frantic, confused, frustrated, trapped energy in people, particularly if they have acquired pieces of knowledge but have not done the work. Quantum, I totally agree with you. There's a lot of people out there who they know things, but they only know. They have not gained the wisdom from within. And that wisdom from within will really bug them, specifically when you have the truth energies from within. And I totally agree with you. And some of these lower energies right now, because of this confusion, frustrations, and trapped energy. Let me tell you what trapped energy is. Some of the trapped energies are called STD. Uh, okay, if you don't know what STD is, that is a sexually transmitted demons from within. Someone projected their fears throughout sexual intimacy contact, and that energy is from within you. Now these fears are coming in within you, and there you go. There's a lot of problems. 5D is another world with your twin flame and beautiful. You're actually a light being, the spirit, not in 3D. Exactly, big dog. But the energy of this, when you light up, the energy comes in and goes down and performs in the 3D. Performs. That 5D energy comes within you, within your chakra system. You to release that 5D energies here into the 3D. So the whole 3D rise up within vibrations of 5D. And that's why some people that the other day was brought it to this, when you don't feel the person in 3D, why? Why you don't feel them? They're in 5D, they're in different dimensions for it. What happens to a chakra for those who have poked with COVID-19 shot, closed out, shut down? You, you need to understand that COVID vaccines, okay, there are changing situations within your DNA. It's all difference of how your DNA will react on it. Some people can't be difference from within them. Depends of what it is. Everyone, it's different experience. I'm still unvaxxed, and I'm gonna be unvaxxed. Okay, that's how I am. So if you're unvaxxed, congratulations. You're my tribe because if I studied this COVID situations in there, I studied and it's a nasty thing, nasty creation. Doesn't matter if it's a nature creation, laboratory creations. I don't care about this. The fact is, it exists, and I went out to study. First of all, I went out to study a Russian laboratory analysis, Japanese analysis, and so on. I went out to digging into a lot of things in there. The previous coronavirus, which is that was a SARS, the Japanese health ministry actually did a very good report and studies with that bacteria, certain bacteria that are actually working with this virus, and they are kind of like a food for that virus. But as soon as the virus inject itself to duplicate itself within the bacteria, actually the bacteria restructures the RNA from within and readjusting the proteins that the virus does and accept them as a food and rearrange it from within itself. So the bacteria is actually killing the virus because the bacteria are a little bigger than this. Okay, I actually posted a post about what the effects are. That was a probiotics test that were done on SARS virus. So that's about it. All right. So far, so good. Love the energies that we have here. We're keeping this energy of inner peace. We're keeping these energies of situations and so on. If you guys have so many questions of what we talk about so far, please don't be afraid to ask. If you feel like you don't want to come out it to the public and posting a questions are here or so on, there's nothing I can do about it. But it's here is about the truth. We're talking about truth. We're talking about situations and so on. And Diana, the animals have chakras. All the living creatures have chakras. So you're gonna feel it. People who does a Reiki, they're Reiki masters. They know the chakras within. They're not more different to us. The only thing it is our level of awareness, and the level of awareness that they have from within is a little different. For uh, through some of it, specifically, we're talking about um, horses, dogs. We're talking about also to some of the dolphins, for example, in there. They're a little different than us. Specifically, the dolphins, they have more mental ability. We don't get into these energies of the only thing is they're not smart as us because we're dealing with a lot of more things compared to the dolphins. For but they are mirroring effect, they are telepathy, they are sonar. We have that sonar within us. We begin to using it right now. This sonar abilities within ourselves. When we see somebody, what's going on from within. But this ability has been not fully developed, so we're working to develop it more from within. But the dolphins, if they sense you, use a good energy, and you can have energies exchange with dolphins. Ooh, that's something. Had a friend of mine. His name is Sam. I think so. He did a lot of work with dolphins. He's in Croatia. I haven't worked hear anything from him for so many years, but he was very much within this. Within. Hi, Unseen and Set. Thank you for coming in. For um, Andrea, see vaccinate. I'm not my 18-year-old son, but it was still okay. My mom too. I'm not going to be here discussing those effects of the vaccines and the vaccinations and so on. I just knew right off the beginning I'm not going to be vaccinated within this from within, so I was told not to. So I keep my hopes to have more kids. So I don't want to be affecting. There was a reports of the side effects over uh, to the systems from within about it, the lack of count of life sperm after vaccinations, and there was a problem with the periods within the females during after vaccinations. So yes, what to expect in the twin flame journey of 2023? A lot of unions I'm expecting. If that's what you ask me about it, the energy is going to be good for people who's going to be the first. They're going to lead in there, but not only through twin flames. I'm experiencing a lot of divine partnerships to come in. They are going to be orchestrated by the divine, and there's going to be no jokes for it. To the divine partnerships, they're not going to cut crap. They're really not going to cut crap. You think twin flame is good? Wait until you get up into the divine mess and the divine partnerships. After this, there's going to be no games. People who's been playing a games with all this spirituality, all the twin flames, and so on and so on. God bless their souls. Hopefully they evolve within this. But yes. Um, but I'm expecting a lot of the twin flames to really get into a union and to evolve, become a divine partnerships. If that's what you asked me about it for, yeah, it's gonna be good. I see the energies in there. Oh yeah, we are gonna have a lot of spiritual evolutions right now, specifically when Jupiter is gonna become forward within areas, but then it's gonna become retrograde. You're going to see we're going to have a very powerful retrogrades. Very powerful, but they're determinant of what we're doing now. Now, when this retrograde season is going to be officially over, which is actually next year, by the way. Okay, while this we're not going to have any more retrograde planets for about a few months. Then, when the new retrograde season begins, it is going to be on the base of what we learned now. Talk about the retrogrades. If you have any situations with astrology, or you guys know how to get to me. I put my hand in thankful for dolphins. They all change directions, fall in opposite direction, each looking at the same time as they pass. Love them. Great. Very good. I also touched dolphin. I was in the Bahamas in there when to have some personal contact with the dolphin. And thereby I have to go back in there. It's some more personal thing. Uh, quantum contact, if any consolation to watch the person. Okay. Good news. Wow. Ancina Set wants to say the Diamond B. I miss you. Yeah, guys, if you want the live chat, I can start up the live chat into the group. If you want to be in the live chat into the group, that is on the Facebook. You actually, guys, can go ahead. I can add it to it there. You guys can let me know. I can set up the chat room. You can enter it there on your own. I don't have to be there. You guys can talk to each other. All I need is if you really need to chat to each other, to have a video chat and be your true selves in there and sharing some things, let me know. If I'm available, I will be there. If I'm not, I have to do things. But yes. Hi, CC. So I don't know if I discussed it, but I just hear that if this TF is some different and a bigger than the divine partnership. What is divine partner? Ooh, ooh. What is divine partner? Uh, very good questions. What is a divine partner? That is it. When a divine partner, you are for the mission of the divine. It's called divine partnership between. That is it when you accept your divine powers as your twin flames and you evolve within the divine partners. Could be twin flames. Is all the twin flames is gonna be there? I don't think so. Some of the twin flames are here just to share the knowledge. Some of the twin flames they here to create a new crystal-based computer. Some of the twin flames are here to be a politicians, to change a political system. Some of the twin flames are here to create a better computer desks or make some better photo tablets, for us so we can get the energy down. But some of the people is going to be a divine partnerships for it. Could be a directly a divine partnerships. You don't have to misunderstand or misdoubt the divine energies next year. There's going to be a lot of interference from the divine in there. So, so can we be a divine partner of God? So not me and someone else. There is a lot of more energy is going to be. We're going to learn at this right now as a Jupiter is going to cross two areas to it. People who have the inner peace and the divine energies, those going to be the divine partners. That's all I know. You think, guys, I know a lot. They revealed to me a certain things, but the divine partners are more higher state. You need to understand the information is revealed when you go there. When you reach out the limitations, they give you a little lights up, little situations from within, and so on. I'm still learning things as well. I'm sharing it, the new things with you guys. Some of you already feel these energies from within yourself. Some of you, I know you who you are. Some of you, you know that the third energy is connecting you with someone else for certain reason, for divine purpose. That it's also divine partnership. If you guys didn't get it, okay. So So is this new? What's coming? We can't. I don't know that something with my chat went down. I cannot see what you wrote. I see a very little, and that's all. If you can write something else in there, or let me see. I can give you some love in here. There you go. I saw it. We can see what it is. Yes, not yet. Are twin flame being prepared for a rapture? Most of them, yes, big dog. Most of them, yes. That's what was this shadow period that it's right now was done. Most of it are, and continue working on it. It's this period. It's gonna end. It's gonna end next year after Mars is entering into Cancer. We're going to be talking about this Mars entering Cancer. That is a one of the Mars is right now developing because his spiritual authority as a warrior from within. Then he's going to bring this into the Cancer. Let me talk about a little bit about this process since you guys want to know more about it, what's happening astrology wise. That is it. When the people on a personal level, they become the divine warrior within and they bring it into the family, into the Cancer. Talking about Cancer, family, okay? Cancer is a family. That's what represents. But in the esoteric astrology, there, Cancer, the family, it is about the family as a whole. That is the collective family. And that's why this divine warrior right now, Mars retrograde in Gemini, he looks the duality to develop this divine warrior from within you as a personality, sub-personality from within you that helps you to come out when it needs to. Okay? And that sub-personality is going to be affecting the collective family. We are all family here on Earth. Like it or not, I don't care if we have a different ages. I don't care if we have a different cultures, religions, and so on. Guess what? We are living in the same house called Earth, and we have to learn to get along each other and overcome our differences. That's what this process is right now. In the twin flame, though, in the twin flame specifically, that is a to learn to overcome the difference of spiritual perspective with the material perspective, with all the perspective, and to provide this spirituality for a better family's example to be. That's what this energy is coming. For this rupture, they're going to be talking about for in there. It is about everything is going to pop up. People's going to be just like, I'm fed up. I'm enough is enough. I have to get up. I have to overcome everything that it's in my way. I have to open up. I have to be truthful. I have to be, and so on and so on. This is going to be the process of what we did 8 months ago, 10 months ago. Now the humanity is going to go through it. They are going after it. Okay, we'll talk about this process, and some of the people they're going to be looking at those chats as a guidelines to them. So I want to say thank you to all of you participating on this, because this is not a social experiment. This is a soul evolutions in action. So people can say whatever it is. I know what it is, and you know what it is. So, yeah, it is what it is. I know. Let's laugh out about these situations for it. Is divine partnership a topic? No, has not been topic. CC, but I see what you're saying. You want to make it as a topic? Probably we should. Paulina, can you explain more about the rupture? Astrology wise, if you were talking about and energies, it is about working on this art and find peace. It's time for us to develop and build for it. And a lot of the people is going to coming together for purpose. We're talking about for purpose to be example of how this relationship should work. Because right now, at the current state of evolutions of the society currently, guess what? The family is not family. The people is not people. They're all cheaters, liars, hidden agendas, scruples, deceits, so on and so. They are multiple partners, permissions, toxicity is accepted. This is a new standard, and so on. If you're not toxic, you're not accepted within this. And guess where we're going? We're going back into the mud. So the rupture is going to be because a lot of the people is going to be, oh no, we are self-destruct mode. We are self-destruct ourselves. We are self-destruct our kids. Enough is enough. And when a Mars comes in into Cancer, that is going to be like enough is enough within the family. Enough is enough of all bullshit manipulation crap. That is like mother, father manipulate the kids because of something. That is enough of you having a kids. You're like, enough is enough. I don't care. This has to be straightened out. I straighten it out myself out, and I'm going to straighten it you. You don't act like this, that guy's going to be. That's Mars to you. This is going to be a divine masculine energy that's not going to give a crap. And so the people is going to take it in a different way. But the divine masculine is not going to joke. And some of you are going to feel that energies right now when a Mars is learning. He's got a patience, he's got the wisdom, right? But guess what? He's got the energies to go there and telling you how the things are the way they are. And some of this divine masculine energies within you helping your feminine energies to be better. Some of this masculine energies within you, it says enough is enough. I have to go ahead and I have to cut the crap within me. What this says? That is the end of the bullshit. That's what this says. That's what this period right now of Mars that has been retrograde in Gemini, it is to remove the toxicity part of the masculine energy so the Mars can be strong, powerful, truthful, and this energy within a both personalities, talking about if you're feminine or masculine, you have this warrior within you. You guys gonna see it. For I know you're feeling it from within. Some of you already feel this masculine energies right now. When I'm talking to this energy, guess what? I become that energy. That's how it is. Okay, it is about you doing the right actions right now. Andrea, don't spill secrets here. I do know more things, but here's the thing: when you guys ask me for the future, and I'm telling you this, some of you is not gonna do your job to become this divine masculine. That is the sad story of knowing things before they actually happen. That's why I only do the daily gravitational report, so you can navigate it. Not to know the future, but you to navigate your life with it. I'm kind of like walking in that tiny line of telling you the future and so on. For there is a lot of lurkers. I don't care about the people who lurking. They probably learning something from within themselves. So yes, thanks a ton, Dio. Uh, it's so good to hear. Ciao, ciao. Okay, Paulina, cleaning out the BS from within. It's going to be a lot of BS, but also there's going to be a clearing within the feminine energies. No more manipulations and hiding things. No more I hide myself. No more I hide my personality. I'm hiding my sexuality. I hide myself. I hide my heart, and so on and so on. And no more manipulations. With the manipulations done by using the intuitions, it's going to end. And Mars will know about it. And if Mars sends you, you're a female using manipulations for just to get in the relationships, God bless your soul. You're going to be sniffed, you're going to be known, and it's going to be, I don't need this. You either love me for real or stay the hell out away from me. You're going to be true to me. You're going to be true partner to me. You're going to be a true intimacy partner with me. Stay with me. But other than that, I will sniff you out. That's what these energies are right now. Most of the people who not done the inner work, they're not going to work like this. But people who are awakened, oh God, there's going to be no more cut on the BS. And yeah, so yeah, CC glow reddish, by the way, from the center. Yes, Mars energy within me. You guys know where is my Mars is in my chart? My Mars is a retrograde in Taurus. That's where are the North Node in Uranus is right now. What do you think? I don't cut crap within this. I'm the divine masculine energy in Taurus. That's how I am. I take a lot, I take a lot, I take a lot, but so on and so on for it. Ah, Andrea, don't get caught. All right. When the TF recognized the connection, is the next topic we are going to go through. What's happened when the twin flame recognize the connections is crucial and critical. Sometimes they recognize it too late. Sometimes the things are um, for it. And when they recognize it, it begins of a deep process of change, and that could be connecting with prolonging. That could be prolonged with the sadness. That could be prolonged with a lot of lower vibrations from within. It comes in when they begin to understand the truth from within themselves, and this confessions they're doing it from within them begins to be for it. Please don't blow the chat so much, guys, because it distracts me from what's going on with the energies. I want to tell you something very specific right now. If you are a twin flame and you know you're a twin flame, you are afraid of the twin flame energies in you, why you fear who you are, first of all. And when a day comes in, They recognize the connections. They're gonna comes in. They're gonna confess. They're going to do their inner work. The question is how are you gonna be reacting to it? Because sometimes the things that should have happened in certain times by the divine order, maybe for some it's too late. For some it's disrupted the process. For some it took too long time. And if the other person moved up, they're in a higher level, higher positions, and so on, it's even getting higher. Another thing is when they recognize the connections and they hide the truth from within them. They don't want it to do anything within this connection. Later on down the road, this energy is bugging out with them. Had quite a few features. That's why I love to talk about with runners. Some of the runners are coming to me for help, what they need to do. That is very seldom, though. Very seldom. Most of the people's in the twin flame when they comes in to talk about it, it is because they're chaser and they've been abandoned. They've been let go. They've been discarded. They've been abused, and so on and so on. Most of the people came here for healing, but when the runner comes in for healing, you don't want to feel these energies. And it's little different energies than the others. That is it when they understand the wrongdoing from within them. That is the fears that comes out. That is a lot of energy that comes in. But when the runners confessing all this, they become stronger from within. It took them a long time to develop this for it, and developing this uh, energies and guts to it. When they recognize that it's twin flame, it all depends on their personality again. And when they become the personality, it's gonna come out to you from within. And confession is big thing. They're gonna try to redo the naked talk. They're gonna try to do the things, but the fear prevent them to confess from within to your twin flame. They are fearing of things they're gonna come out in the shadow. You're not going to accept them as what they hide from you. They knew about the connection, not that they don't. They just simply thought that they can hide this as they hide it in the karmic connection from within because they are used to hiding things in the connections. They're not used to by living by the truth as a twin flame. They're not used to of sharing emotions, sharing energies, or sharing psychologies, or sharing specifically uh, spirituality within themselves. Let's not talk about intimate situation there. That's a whole other ball game in there. They learned to live with their face mask. They learned to live within this. And but can they abandon their soul from within? No, they can't. Until they organize all themselves to get all this shadow work is done and so on. Sometimes when they come back, if that takes so long time, it's different. But it's all in divine time. If the divine meant to be there, you're gonna be together. But it's very uncommon for the runners to commit and to understand the twin flame as they should. They usually do it 20, 30%, 50%. With all the years that I've been doing twin flame work with twin flames, there's only one person. It's only one that actually committed everything in 100%. One person. And that person wrote 8 pages of letter of confession to twin flame and send it to me so I can know because I work with it. So it's not easy for them, but when they recognize the connections, the faster they recognize and they accept the connection is the question. They can recognize it right away, but what they're gonna do after that, it's all coming from their personality from within. Their soul is gonna tell them they're gonna feel the guilt within the soul. They're not gonna sleep. They're not gonna eat. They are gonna be feeling all this energies of running from their life. They're gonna try a different partner just because they're hiding the truth from within. Because you found some of the truths, and now they're hiding the truth and they're running away from you. Usually, that's what the problems are. You find something for them that they don't never share it with you, and they're supposed to share everything with you. They're your twin flame. They don't. Just sensing it, and that's what they're running. They're both out because you figure them out. That's what it is. You figure them out. And to these energies for it, they go into a different partner. But guess what? With a different partner, they want to have the same thing with you. Doesn't work that way. They're looking for something. They're looking at this. They have the highest level of love within themselves with you. Now they're missing everything. And over the time of taking a time, go to a different partner, go to different situations, go to different things, times go by, wasted time, wasted energies, wasted efforts, until one day the crap hits them in the head. Basically, the divine smacks them on the top of the head, and it's like, you see, all you did is nothing but running, like you always running from your truth. That's why the twin flames, they are here, they're seeking for the truth, they evolve. But the runners, that is the problem. We have to work with them if they're ready to work. And that's what most of the runners, they have a toxic traits within them. Could be a toxic trait because of family, of situations, of some kind of develop things from within them, but there is always a chances when the spirit overrides the mind in there. Paulina, I wonder if it's common to be afraid of TF reaching back after separation. It's like I'm enjoying my peace and it will be nice to connect together again, but there is some fear left. Yes, there is going to be a fear. They're going to fear that, probably have a fear of rejection. They're going to reject you because the guilt of something happened, or the things of hitting the truth, or not giving fully yourself within the connections, and there was things from within you that you actually did something towards your twin flame. Guess what? You're afraid of, have a fear they're going to reject you, and now you're afraid to contact them because of the rejection. You want to see if they're gonna have the balls and connect it to you. No, you are the person who has to overcome the fear from within and connect it to them. Your twin flame job is just to say, feel your, overcome your fear situations from within and talk. But if you don't tell me the truth, you're hurting me again. If you don't tell me the truth, you're hurting me again. If you tell me the BS, you're hurting me again. I don't want to talk to you that way. So go fix your stuff from within. If you have in these positions of these situations, that's what this is. Okay, we're talking about human behavior, but human behavior on the spiritual level with energies and everything. That's what the runners has issue of fear. You need to understand the runner fear the consequences of their actions. That's what this is. The consequences of their actions. Something within the actions wasn't proper there into the connection. Maybe they did damage, maybe they did a lot of things, maybe disappointed, maybe they have a fear of connecting with you because now you know the truth and you point them out the truth, they're going to feel guilty from within. They don't want to feel guilty. They want you just forgive them and you just to do things from them and so on and so on. I mean, so many cases been like this. But the runners are, they like to stay in the shadow. But right now, with this current situations, more of the runners are actually, yeah, they have a rough time. So if you have a rough time, you haven't done the inner work. God bless your soul. Now, divine is upon you. You're dealing with the divine. So that's how it goes. And look, if there is a fear left, look what that fear is. Fear from what? Fear from open up your soul, open up your heart, maybe open up your energy, your communications, maybe physicality, maybe physical, and so on. Work on it within for heal it. That's what that is. All right. You guys have so many questions. I'm here to answer it. And if you guys have any idea about topic, we are going to be talking about this from within. P.S. Am I supposed to be TF? I thought my DM is psychotic, not my husband. Andrea, maybe you should have to take a look the difference between the sex addict and intimacy energy and look the other side, okay? Because sex addict doesn't match how much sex they will do with how many partners they will do. They're never gonna be satisfied. That's what the sex addiction is. While the intimacy partner, he likes to be intimate, but he doesn't do it the same energy. He's got the energy of real love that wants to express an intimacy part. So the sex addict is based out of the ego and sexual desires in there, while the intimacy comes from the love to be expressed in physical level. It's the need. It's not addiction, it's need. It's love, exchange, desire to have this change for it. So how many chakras in the chakra system? It's all different, big dog. If you go through the China's meridians, the energy centers that they are poking, and they're touching and massage and so on. There are so many of them. If you go by the Hindu system, that it's from within, they're a little different from within. So exactly number, I don't think so. Nobody in this world knows about it because there is a lot of hidden chakras from within. Those are energy centers. Anytime there is a split uh, blood vessel, for example, that's energy center. So can you imagine how many you have in your body? That's what this is. The chakra, that's what this is. It's like energy centers within your body. So you can imagine, how many. It's like the universe from within you. How many stars there in the universe? Can you imagine how many chakras you have within yourself? We're not looking at this only that way. We're looking at more of differences. You may feel it sometimes. The chakras like a small center that just you have like this energy poking. Sometimes you may feel it within your eyes when there's something within your eye, just like comes out and your vision gets better. That is improvement. You open up a new chakra level within your eye that has different sensority right now from within. Anytime when you feel the energies, when you do, for example, like this, you begin to feel different energies when you set like that. As another sensority. Every sensor that is in your body is chakra. You can put it in the, you can block it, you can be open, you can be active, or you can be in a hyper functions to some people when they touch someone for it within the energy that is they go shocked. Why? Because of your energy transmitting there. Scarlet letter on my forehead. Nope. So that's what this is for. All right, guys. I think there was a false twins, true twin flames as a topic for it, and I don't know if you guys want to talk about this or if you guys have any idea about a topic. Let me know. Thank you, Andrea. Appreciate it. And I'm gonna have a smoke with you. And and if you guys have anything you want to discuss tomorrow, if not, we are gonna go ahead and share it. I want to say thank you for all of you that come in. I want to say thank you for participating. Thank you for all of you sharing, because this is a collective. Yeah, it's a work collective, CC. I was expecting you might said something like that. CC. Oh, I know you're laughing right now. Oh, I know. You're sensing my energies as well. Uh, Alicia, masculine and their feminine energies. What is the difference between spirituality and intimacy or need balance? Alicia, that's actually kind of like a whole workshop to do. Hi, CF Rich. Thank you for coming. Divine partnership is also good as a topic. And there, whatever you guys decide. Wow, CC, you're powerful today. Yeah. But this masculine and their feminine, um, that is a huge need in there, Alicia. Yes. So masculine and their feminine energies. So that is also the both ways, feminine and masculine energies. Maybe we should discussing this. I don't know. Unseen and set, I think so. I already talked about spiritual intimacy. You may go ahead and research the channel in there. You guys can see it. I have been sharing a long time. So, whatever you guys pick up as a topic, that's what we're going to talk about. Yes, feminine has no choice but in our masculine, and the masculine wants to be the receivers. Dio, can you elaborate on this? Thank you, sensuality and intimacy, please. Sensuality, for example, how do you touch the man? Is he, you touch him as a cotton, you touch him as a the need for it. If you touch a masculine man or so on, if you're touching the man, what are you touching from within him? Where is your focus? Is do you touch his soul? Do you touching his heart? Do you touching his energy before touching his body? And that is something. Or if you touch him in a very special place, you know what I mean? What do you touch in there? Do you touch? That is the holding of the seeds of God that the man has for it. The gods that give within the man the power of growing the seeds, where the wisdom is. Because you need to understand that uh, the man's seed, the sperm, is has like tons and tons of informations from within. It's the primary force of creation, the lives. The man provides the knowledge, the woman provides the environment of the growth. So that's how that is. How do you understand that? It's the same thing how what the man is touching you. It's touching your soul, it's touching your heart, it's touching your energy, and how it's touching that effects of the body with that. What he understands when it's touching the body itself. Does he understand that the woman is so on? Okay, that's you guys making fun of me about smoking. Come on, give me a break. I'm on a smoke break right now. I have the right to be on break. It's been an hour and a half here. I'm doing even my break with you guys. So give me some slack in here. Okay. And gotta be real. If you're not real, well, you are. Should I have to hide that I smoke? I know some people who hide that they smoke. What do? Lie themselves. Smoke while you talk about men's sperm. Hmm. You guys should go ahead and research the medical study how much information is in there in the man's seeds. Then you're gonna learn how to appreciate what the man gives you and what the man is from within. But when you see a female, what do you appreciate it? Because the man, it's not for a pleasure. You can have a pleasure. We didn't say you can't. But do you value the divine energy of the woman entering her? That you have entered the door of the gods, of creations there. That is within the man. You guys, when you get to this level of intimacy, spirituality, understanding, you will understand much more. It's not about sex. Sadly, many people will break soon. We won't be able to cross out within from the in the new. It is what it is, CC. It's felt it. Some of the people they have felt it, they are left behind. They are not left. We don't left them behind. They fall behind because of their our own personal issue, personality, situations, religions, so on and so on and so on. Whose fault is that? Ours? No. We did our best as they can. We showed them. We gave them. We did everything that we could. Rest. You need to understand that in relationships, any relationships, it takes two to work together towards common goal. Just the one, it's going to be a breadcrumbing in there. We're talking about psychology, narcissism, toxic shit. It's not worth it in that case. But when the two people are working together, that's a whole another ball game. All right, guys. All right. So you guys pick it up a topic. Let me know. Look at it through the topic. So divine partnership is right on divine time. Darn, CC. Man, you keep it poking in there. I know you're laughing. Oh, I know. I know. I know. I know. You digging it within my informations without asking for permission, just because I am open here to everybody. I left the door open. You guys can sense my energies. Mm, yeah. So, yeah. All right. So, you guys want to talk about the divine ship, divine relationships, and Big Dog, latest on your twin flame deal. Actually, currently, right now, I'm only on a standby with the whole situation, personally within me. Currently, I'm working with someone, but it's not a connection, so it's something else for it because I have to work. You guys know that when the connections I am with Big Dog, you need to understand that not many people, when they're in a connection with me, they can handle my energy. Energy is way too high for some. My last connections for it didn't survive either. These connections within me. Uh, so the door is open. We can talk, but the last time we talked was all telling me things, but they're not truth. They're like 20% truth. The rest of it was still things. They're not pleasant. We're not talking about what we need to solve, the problem, the situations, and so forth and so forth. We're talking about just regular, casually talk, and doesn't solve the energy conflict between us. So the door is open. She can talk all the time, but that's what the update is currently. So you are allowed to do one for yourself. Will be grow within you. Hugs. God help us. Yeah, God help us all. We need that. We're going to need it. So, your Spanish is getting better. Sí, estudiame el español, es la nada de las más palabras. Comienzo hablando de la Bruce One, and la personas es hablando es más, es más. I don't know. The Spanish is kind of like a natural to me, but more, the most actually a language natural to me that comes from deep inside of me is Serbian, but I am Bulgarian. Go figure for it. I have desire to learn Hindi at some point. No habla español para mí. That's for me. No. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué no hablan de la... El español es muy semejante de la Bulgarian. The Spanish is very similar to Bulgarian language. Of course, there is a lot of things, but yeah, yeah, yes. All right, you guys came up to the topic. If not, I'm gonna pick it up the topic for tomorrow. So, if you guys want to talk about the divine partnership, well, let me go back in there to see what you guys wanted to talk about. Alicia, masculine and their feminine energies. Divine partnership is a topic. Whatever you guys pick it up, let's go pick it up. Oh, CC is challenging me here. Nema veze. It takes two. Just me and your son. Oh. All right. All right, guys. Hopefully, these informations today help you out. Hopefully, through these last drops of situations, we're going to look from within us. We are going to be looking more at the situations um, and so on. And yeah, thank you, Erica. If you can translate what he said, that would be nice. For and but looking inside of you, where are you standing on your journey? What do you need to grow within your journey? And what do you need to develop from within? And if something has to be cleared out, find a way to clear that out. You have all the knowledge, everything within you. But again, the knowledge have to become the wisdom from within you. Okay? And that wisdom leads you to the truth, guys. That's what we did in the past 8, 10 months. And that's what it is helping you from within you guys. All right? And for tomorrow, I will pick it up the topic. Thank you, guys. Let's share the love and the light, and be love. We love guys. Love you all. See you tomorrow.